My Van and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Attica Galadurathan, and welcome back to Warhammer 2 as we continue on with Clan Angrund. We are doing relatively well in the west and not as hot in the east as has basically been the entire story of this campaign. So just a very brief rundown. Belegar Ironhammer has one more turn to wait until he's got some iron drakes ready, and then he's going to set out and march on the provincial capital of Castle Carcassonne. And we're going to start taking down Bretonnia one by one, where we will then meet up with our staunch allies in the north, the Reichland, who have taken much of the northern lands. Couronne, Lyonesse, although Languille and Castle Artois are both still held, and Gissereau. So not all of that land is held, but the primary Bretonian faction, i.e. Carcassonne itself, they don't have very much left, so they're soon to die. Someone last time allied someone, didn't they? And I completely forgot to double check who it was. Maybe it was that one. I think that might have been it. So lots of military alliances are taking place in the deserts between the Bretonians who are out on crusade. So I imagine when we do sail down there after we've taken Lucini, which will be in today's episode, we will likely meet a unified Bretonian front, which we will have to defeat. Away, unfortunately, to the east, though, as you all saw from last time, despite the fact that we handed the undead their behinds and then some, in the auto-resolve and the siege of Morkheim, we were defeated. So I've had to cower back into Crooked Fang Fort, and we've just made it there now, and we can now retrain our army. So we want to get some better troops out, methinks. But first of all, let's get some siege set up, because we're the Dwarves, and siege is always on our list. We'll go with the local for now, and then, yeah, we'll set out after that. So we've got 10 more spaces. We've already got a fair few melee. Probably get a couple more melee in there, but otherwise we'll see where the next turn takes us. But I think we are actually at an end turn, as I've taken to foolishly ending when we get to end turns. We've got King Lorne and Throny heading out. They can assassinate, they can assault garrison, and he can assault army, but the assassination's pretty handy. Let's go and see what we can do. Oh, we don't have any money, do we? So I doubt we're going to be able to assassinate anyone. Oh, it's the Fey Enchantress herself. And he can wound and hinder replenishment. So he's mostly just being sent out as a spy, to be honest. 1,050. With a 73% chance that he'll succeed, though. That's very high. Well, we got that in the bank. In the bag as well. But then Lucini is our first port of call. And it is held, as you just saw there, by an army of Bretonian's worst possible units, so we should be able to take that down with relative ease. And that's where we'll start. Obviously, in the east, the powers have now formed up long time ago. The Reichland now is the most dominant nation in the game. Karaz are closely following behind in second place, but they are fighting a withering war against Clan Moors, who own basically all of that beige-like area that you can see south of Karaz terrain on the map in the top right-hand corner. Pretty much all of that beige-coloured terrain is held by Clan Moors, so they are a large power and a big threat. Now, the Reichland is going to have to deal with the Warriors of Chaos, and even though they recently in a I can't remember which patch it was because I don't follow along the patches all that well, I'm afraid, but very recently they changed the way the Chaos Invasion works, and you can change the difficulty of the invasion. And all it actually does is change the number of armies that spawn. So when you saw in the last episode when Chaos did spawn, there were loads of them, and that's because the difficulty, I think I set it up at very hard. But even then, the Reichland is so powerful now and so all-encompassing of the northern lands that I just cannot see that Chaos is going to do anything. So there is the absolute vast horde of Chaos, and there are Kurt Britzkoch and Elga Gladscheisser are both now trying to sprint across the mountains to get out of there. Get your men out of there! And against the oncoming tide, but they will witter them down. That's just not enough forces to Chaos to do anything. I mean, I don't need to rehash. I don't need to stand out as a font of all knowledge. But if you've not played this game before and you're still watching along, hoping for little tidbits from me, then something I can tell you is that the Chaos Invasion is a bit of a joke, unfortunately, and it gets killed off by the AI in almost all situations. Did I give you Lightning Strike? Yes, I did.
Time to slay Oathbreakers.
Oh, he's going to run away anyway. Oh, well, that'll do me the job. Oh, that's not very useful, actually, old friend.
Think so. Let us be about
Oh well, we'll siege Lucini instead. Pierre Archembol and Viliath Kuldek. We will siege them and see if that army comes back. One battering ram should be enough. Couple of towers. Yeah, one turn, and then we'll assault, and we'll assault with actual towers for a change. So continue the siege there for now. Right, but then as a turn has passed, Belegar, you can now leave the safety of Bilbali. And oh, the Fey Enchantress comes alone.
onward.
I won't be assassinating any of these people, but if we can try and... I'm just wary of these ships. They can either dismount here, or they can disembark at Bilbali. And I have a strong feeling that, despite the fact that I'm moving in on the Fey Enchantress, these are both going to sail round me and hit Bilbali. But we can't just sit there and wait for them, so we've got to take the fight to them. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, I really don't want that anymore. Where can I turn that off? Hero not moved. Yes, please. Thank you. We do not want that to be listed. Right. Take that off. We've got some research. Oh, that means we've made it all the way to the end. We did a big, long line of research, didn't we? Flame cannons get 15% range. Slayers are better. Casualty replenishment up. Oh, that's not bad. And local recruitment improves as well. Yeah, check that in. Oh, no, hang on. I'm still recruiting all of these things. So why is that telling me that? I don't know. It is what it is. Right, let's spend some money.
Onward.
Ulrich Zufbaden. I'm going to give you another melee unit, as I say, and then I think that'll do you. So I'd like it to be stonemason, so we're going to pay the inordinate cost to get them globally. And then we can get the Thunderers. Thunderers! Oh, Callie's returned. Is it too wet out there for you, Callie Cat? Far too wet. Alright, and then we can end it there. Oh, and the bin lorry is driving past the window at the same time. What's wrong, Callie? Oh, I know. That flop didn't go so well, did it? Alrighty, we'll take Lucini and then we'll sail to new lands. I'm excited for that. We're going to be hitting the shores of Araby. And I would like to take Moorkheim down before Karazakarak or Moors take it. Now, Karazakarak, I've long since abandoned any hope that we might get them on side. I think that, unfortunately, we are now too far gone, and even if we manage to defeat all the enemies that they used to like that are now dead, or if we defeat the enemies that they currently like that we are killing, it's just not going to salvage our relations. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens there. Oh, and of course, I keep forgetting that we're at war with the Wood Elves. Once Bretonia falls, you better believe we're going to burn that forest to the ground. But we need to keep our army focused on the right thing for now. Oh, she tried to steal the technology and failed.
Yes.
Ha! Right, let's keep building up his army. That's 3 Thunderers. That's not enough. 6 Thunderers, though, should be good. But sod it, add in a 7th. And then we've got 2 options of something a bit more exciting. We could get some globals, but I'm not sure we're going to have enough money for things like that after this, actually. So we might just want to get... how many crossbows have we got? Oh, you've only got 2. Chuck in some Rangers. We haven't really fought with Rangers, have we? So I know that they're an earlier tier unit, and we should be building late-game armies now, but let's just have a look at them anyway. And Bilbali was... Oh, they did move back to it. They are going to try, aren't they? And how did you get over there? I was blocking your passage. Well, I'm not going to be moving in on Castle Carcassonne when 3 of their armies are sitting outside of my town. So we will send ourselves back to Bilbali and hopefully fight all 3 of those in one large climactic battle. But speaking of battles, the time has come.
To battle!
To battle indeed, Rorik.
Bring them!
Let's hit Lucini. Lightning Strike, it gives us a bit more of an advantage. I believe it lowers their morale. Isn't that accurate? And let's do it. Yeah. Now, in French, would you pronounce CH as a ch or as a sh? I'm not 100% sure, and it's been a long time since I did French lessons. So in almost all Elvish languages, CH is a ch. In German, it's a ch. In Scottish, Welsh, it's a ch. Although I don't know about Welsh, actually. I could be wrong. But in French, is it Archambault or Archambault? Archambault. Anywho, welcome to the small town of Lucini, which is actually the vast town of Lucini. We have to get in a strange twist to the narrative. This looks to be one of the most defensible settlements in the game, even though it's a minor village with a wall. But the game has decided, no, this is going to be one you've really got to fight for. So once we break through the walls, you've then got actually to fight through narrow streets, which is just such a change. I mean, granted, from the gate it is a straight shot, but normally the square is usually only one sort of tier away, but in this case it seems to be a bit closer. Anyway, here's our towers. Oh dear. Everything in this game is over the top. Look at those monstrosities. There's our battering ram, which we really don't need. Why would they make it stick out of his mouth? That just looks silly. It looks silly. Did we have any siege? Yes, we do. Okay. We need to destroy the towers. Before we do anything, these towers need to fall. So I'm going to set you all up, and we're going to bomb burst down the towers. Longbeard's on those, that's fine. Longbeard's on that, that's fine. Don't bother with you guys. Come and stand in the trees, don't get shot at. A couple of quarrelers can come with you. There's our two generals, they can come with you. And the flame cannons, can you reach the towers? No, so you're not really going to actually be much use today. You're not really far enough range. And if I move you in, you'll just die. They can hit the towers though. Yeah, just about. And yeah, they can all hit those towers. That's nice to see. Let's move the line a bit further back. Now the organ gun doesn't have as much range, but then the other things should be able to damage it. I'm not sure we really want to use the organ gun, but we'll move it forward anyway. Okay, is that everyone in position? Just got the siege equipment then. Stand back here. Bring down that tower. Do they have siege? No, they're releasing balloons into the air. Oh, that's nice to see. Bring that down. Give it another go. Oh, the organ guns do some good damage, actually. That's nice to see. And then on final volley, and that should be that destroyed. Certainly is. Right, turn. Let's speed it up while we're destroying the towers, because it's not particularly enjoyable, is it? Just watching the towers fall. Although there is a sort of morbid delight in watching towers be destroyed. If you could destroy that one for me, please. Right. Battering ram, I know you're not really needed, but we built you, so you might as well go in. And tower. 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 We'll bring down that tower. That one will shoot at us, but only just about. Our siege is going to be next to useless, actually, here. We are massively outnumbered. And when are we not outnumbered? We're dwarves. We fight against these odds time and time and time again. We'll hold them back this time again. Don't you worry about that. Okay, siege. You've performed admirably. I will get the flame cannons in, because now there's less threat from the walls. Move the siege up a bit. We're not really killing anything, are we? Oh wow, the siege town stuff moves really slowly. Move the line up. Oh, and now the siege towers are getting stuck on the... Oh, the towers are stuck on the actual siege weapons. But our lines reach the walls. Keep going, come on. Yes, it's finally made it out. Alright, what do we got on the walls over there? Don't go for those ones. Let's just try and clear this section. Let's just mass up on the enemy on this side. Thunders, if you can do anything over there, do it. Rorik and Okri, move forth. Let's start getting some killing done. Thunders are going to have to be really involved today, and I'm just not sure that's within their wheelhouse, to be honest. Obviously, it is shooting is very much part of and parcel of what they're up to, what they can do, but we might need them in melee today, and that's not a strong suit of them. Oh wow, and the gate came down easily, didn't it? Very easily, dear oh dear. Oh, and then they can shoot through the gate. Oh, that's fantastic. Don't go through the gate. Climb the walls there. Right, we're going to need to try and set up sort of a like firing squad if we can. That's what I'm thinking. If we can force the enemy to get back to the square and then get sort of thunderers to get into this position and fire in, then we can actually make use of our thunderers. Because at the moment they're just wasting themselves on nothing over there. Send you both to attack that. However you do it is up to you. Oh yeah, look, we've got a lot of people attacking us on the wall up there. And we've got more longbeards coming up though. Can cause some minor magical damage to troops in that area. That one doesn't affect me, which is nice, whereas the Rune of Ragnarok does. Although that's the only really grouped up enemy force, isn't it? There isn't really a good spot for the rune. Thinking like if you just hit there, it might hit some of our forces. The only downside, in fact, it almost certainly has. But the main bulk of the damage will fall on those two squads, which will bring a lot of them down. We are aided, of course, as always in these regards, by the fact that our melee forces outshine our enemies so drastically, it's just not even really fair. The main threats come from their cavalry, but we are an anti-cav. We've got a lot of anti-cav, so I'm not too concerned at the moment. I think we'll take it. Let's try and actually get our units up on these walls, though. Although, is that actually the best use of them? I don't think it is. I think you're probably best just staying where you are and just keep getting the odd pot shot through. We're doing a right number on them. Men-at-arms with shields. Oh, that's a nice sturdy shield wall that greets you at the top of that hill. But the dwarves are just plodding up the steps anyway. And Vidiath's going to die to Thunder of Fire. I don't think that's a bad use of their time. Oh, some foot squires have joined us on the wall. Oh, well, neither of them are involved. Come on, guys. Do some killing. Who's keeping you guys all pinned? Oh, men-at-arms. Oh, but they're routing now. So we've won on that side as well. The bar ever creeps in our favour. It is refreshing to play a Total War game on the walls of a settlement and it actually be reasonably user-friendly. I appreciate many of you will still... There are many flaws with Warhammer's sieges. And I say many of you will find flaws. Of course, myself has a long list of flaws. But coming from a Medieval 2 sieges, these sieges are a dream. I grant the scope of the sieges is a little lacking. And the repetitiveness of the maps, can wear quite heavily on your soul. But from a user-friendly perspective, they are a huge jump up. Now, granted, there are still some annoyances, and there are many things that can be improved. Siege is basically useless if you are defending a city, whereas it should be incredibly useful. But that's just not the case. Right, let's go. Let's go. We will try and mount you on the walls. Climb those towers for me, please.
For the ancestor gods.
Siege. If we move you to like there-ish, does that give you actually something to target? The flame cannons haven't fired a single shot yet.
The clans unite. Slay the oath breakers. Kazook.
You can all help on hitting those Knights of the Realm. Keep fighting on against them. Regenerate what we can. But yes, our ranged forces are now getting up on the walls.
We stay put. We stay put.
Get into position and let's start raining hellfire down upon them. Now you guys are going to have to get involved in melee, but that might cause those men-at-arms to just break and flee immediately. Just the hope. Of course, many of these ranged units will then unfortunately have to fight though, because it's very easy to climb the wall from the rear side. There is not a single entry point. They can climb at any access point they like because of the scaffolding. Oh, they're firing back. They're firing back.
Our fire undimmed. Quarrelers.
Quarrelers. Get into positions.
For the Carab's anchor.
Alright, melee forces. Let's just get you down off the wall so that the ranged units can take up that role.
We stay put. We'll guard it. We'll guard it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's speed her up again. I mean, this is definitely going to be a win. We now have actual number parity. Oh dear. Yeah, no, this is... I'm imagining they'll rout soon. Longbeard's doing the Dwarfs proud. Many a grudge to settle.
We will have vengeance.
Defensive line. Set up. Yeah, our ranged forces, now that they're on the walls, can actually start hitting the enemy back.
They have wronged us.
Thunder is firing down the arc. Yes, it's all coming together, isn't it? Oh, flame cannon's trying to fire over the walls. Oh no. No. Flame cannons, I'm not sure that's the best use of you. In fact, I don't think that any of the siege really has a purpose anymore, so just come out of fire at will and just walk away. Just walk away. We've managed to actually utilise our ranged forces with some degree of success, which is virtually unheard of.
Missiles ready. We stay put.
Missiles. There's some
We stay.
mounted yeoman archers over there who would just love to meet dwarven projectiles.
Let the vengeance begin.
Let the vengeance begin.
Find your targets.
I'm going to group all of you up as Team 2 instead, and I'm going to try and move you all to there.
Those dwarven legs.
And
Those dwarven legs.
Longbeards are going to come to the right hand side, and the two generals go and just block down that alleyway. Oh, they just can't hit them. We need to push for the square, really. But look at that, the troop count is down to 367. This is well over. Why they even still have troops fighting, I do not know. Peasant bowmen with pox arrows firing back. But they're undecided if they're going to fight on, and then we're starting to shoot at them. Nicely done. Nicely done. Nicely done. Longbeards, let's start to move forward, and let's get this done and dusted. Oh, Pierre's still alive. Ah, that would explain much. And there's some Knights of the Realm over on that side. We can shoot them. I'm going to try and herd the mounted yeoman archers if possible. Alright, chaps. Not their day. Ah, the other side has now completed. So, Pierre. Pierre is our quarry now. Range far, range fast. Alright, get the lords to go in and stop Pierre. Stand in the way. And then... no, this might be actually a terrible idea.
Pump those dwarven legs!
If you jump down off the wall... Ah, it's over. It ends there. Oh, that was lucky, because I thought those mounted yeomans might actually have done some damage. They managed to do nothing. 116 dwarfs died. And over 1,500 Bretonian misguided crusading fools will be buried in a mass grave beyond the walls of Lucini. And no marker will be given. No cairns or banners to be erected. No indications whatsoever of the site. Let their people forget them. And only the dwarves will be remembered today. 178 kills for those longbeards. Oh, absolutely spiffing work. Well done, chaps. 145 kills, their comrade in arms. 85 kills from one of the catapults. Oh no, look, 130 kills for the grudge thrower. And 190 kills for the longbeards. We just gained a load of kills. 155 for the Thunderer Marksmen. Thunderer Marksmen are absolutely fantastic. But their small size always makes me a little unsure. We could do with some money, couldn't we? So despite the fact that it will hate us, let's loot and occupy. Hey, province secured. I would like the one that gives me untainted and public order. And we'll use the funds we just secured to repair that. And then you guys, if you just sit and heal up for a time, and then you're going to be crossing the sea. So get ready for that. Okri. Well done, Okri. You've boosted yourself up. Let's give you better attack. Oh, well, that was a nice little fun battle, wasn't it? It's always nice when you know you're going to win. It takes an awful lot of the pressure off. Ah, Skavenblight can continue to grow. Do we want to put 1,900 into that? No. We want to finish off his army, don't we? Oh, and he only needs one more unit. Yeah, go on then. Oh, is there any of these that you could take? Oh, you could get Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. You could also get some Slayers. I think I'd rather you just got another unit of Rangers. And we'll go with the ones without great weapons because we don't plan on getting you involved. Although, having said that, look, we can get some really good ones. Oh, the only thing we can't get is Bugman's Rangers because we don't have a drinking hall anywhere. It's because I never thought I'd really train any Rangers anyway. Trollhammer Torpedoes, armor piercing, anti-large. Who are we going to be up against? Clan Moors, anti-infantry Iron Drakes. We can afford them. Chuck some of them in. Right, you're going to be there for 5 turns. But the army here, of course, the plan is to attack Clan Moors eventually. If we can just get our old hated enemies to... Oh, that's my own region. Whoops. If we can just get these to like us. Oh, it's dropped to 355 and it's finally growing. They're not actually all that bothered about the Carcassonne war because they're not that invested in Carcassonne. The military actions against Estalia and Talea are dropping, which is good. They like that I went to war with the Strigos. Ah, that's helped us. And Thegan's Errantry. For whatever reason, they decided to side with Thegan's Errantry. But if I can get them on side, then we've got a nice 3-way alliance.
Tyrion,
oh, Eotane, we can trade.
And I bid you welcome.
Oh, look at that. It would be so good.
I cannot.
Is it because we still have very low? Why do we still have very low? You even like me. Champion. You actively love me. We're very friendly. We're not even trading with the Reichland. Are you insane?
That is all I don't agree with that.
Oh, this is so stupid. This is the part of diplomacy they definitely need to change. The AI cannot understand that something is useful to it purely because it's been told to hate you by the game. And thereby, it will not do anything. What possible universe would it hurt the AI to accept a trade agreement with me? In none! The answer is none! There is no situation where it's bad for the AI to agree to that trade agreement. They just aren't going to agree to it because the game has told them they have to hate me, and thereby any diplomatic negotiation should be shut down. And it's moronic. The Reichland are my staunchest allies. I'm surprised to learn we're not trading. That's ridiculous. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, as expected, the entire Carcassonne army has come for Bilbali, where we will meet them and take them down. It's difficult to see our flag in amongst all that chaos, but we are in there. I'd rather be the defenders than the aggressors, though, so we'll give them a turn to decide if they're going to attack us. Oh, and the undead are starting to come back. We can't get those those flame people. Iron drakes, are they called? Get the flame people out. Bilbally's under siege, yeah. They've stolen some of our technology, which doesn't really mean anything, to be honest. And it's Brion that we need. Oh, they've got massive Orcal. Oh, that's interesting. If we can take Brion, then Carcassonne doesn't have a naval setting off point. And so it becomes no longer an issue. Oh, we do now have enough money, so please do keep growing, Skaven Blight.
For the wisdom of the layer.
The wisdom of the layer. Leadership underground. Oath of Forge, we're not bothered about that. Do we still have more things along here that we want to get? Inspirational leader, caster replenishment. Yes, please. It's going to take you... Oh, only a turn. That's not bad.
Let us begin.
I want you to sit in Lucini because... it doesn't like me, and it's the military presence of +10 at the moment, which is keeping us... Oh no, if we never lost the +10, it'll only go down to 7.
Time for a reckoning.
Thinking you might as well move to Sartosa, because if you sit in Sartosa, then you're then closer to where you need to go in a moment. So now we're not at war with Knights of Origo, is it? Yes, I was going to call them the Knights of St. John then. Oh, they like me. They actually really like me. And we have a non-aggression pact. Ho ho ho! Who are you allied to, though? You're in a military alliance with Thegan's Errantry. But of course, that doesn't matter. I'm already at war with Thegan's Errantry. So when I take Al Haik, it won't make a blind bit of difference. Knights of Origo won't attack me because I'm already at war with Thegan's Errantry. Why won't you let me double click on you? Oh, that's the wrong thing. Where's the Chevalier? Oh, I can see that town though. Why can't I talk to them? Oh, well, that's odd. We don't have relations enough with them yet, so we don't know what their situation is. Anyway, we're not moving off just yet. Now, do we rise up now, or should we wait it out? I mean, we're easily going to beat the buggers.
Do you take me for a churl?
Jérôme Degnaud, Fey Enchantress. She's got a trebuchet. Oh, and they've got 3 Pegasus Knights, which have proven to actually be useful for the enemy.
Yes.
Ah, sod it. We'll hit them now. Oh, they're running away. Why would you siege me if you don't think you're strong enough to fight?
For our forefathers.
That's just ridiculous. Now, I can chase these ones down.
Kill it. Belegar Ironhammer.
Not going to fight that. It's a guaranteed victory. It's not worth our time.
On to vengeance. Ironhammer.
Oh, you guys are moronic. Oh dear. Your only hope was to fight as one, to stand together, to unify against the invaders. And what you've done instead is offer yourselves up as sacrifices. Oh wow, you really are stupid. Oh well, that was a doddle. Oh well, on to Castle Carcassonne then.
Moving out.
What's the garrison of Bilbally? Oh, relatively. Yeah, it can definitely deal with Manon. Oh, Manon! We've met you before. Aren't you in the book, actually, Manon? Ah, no, Ombre Le Bourg is the only one left, and he's up in Aquitaine. Alright. Yeah. Sod it.
I will do as you ask.
On to Castle Carcassonne. Oh, bugger balls and biscuit tins. Alberic de Bordelot is coming for us. He is a legendary lord, isn't he? And he's going to be able to hit me, and I'm in forced march stance. Oh dear. This problem. Yes, please. To upgrade. Grazie. Grazie tanto. Right. How many more turns have you got? 4. That is a lot, isn't it? Do we actually want to wait 4 turns before we move back on Moorkheim just for the sake of a single unit? No. I'm going to just swap them back out for Rangers as we initially planned. Get them both done in 1 turn and move on in a turn. Let's do it! Dark Elves roaming around our lands now as well, though. Oh, population surpluses. Talea, Estalia, and the Northern Grey Mountains. We haven't got any money to upgrade any of those locations, but at least we've got some more stuff in them now. I think we might then. My earlier suggestion that there's no chance of peace with Karazakarak, I think that may actually be out the window. I think Karazakarak will slowly come to like me, as the hatred they felt for me because of the wars with Astalia and Talea are now actually subsiding. And if I go to war with Clan Moors, they would then jump at the chance to re-ally with me. They'll love that. So that's always something that we could use to our advantage. It's always on the tip of our tongues. Oh, Karazakarak. I note that you hate me, but what if I turned my military might against your greatest enemy? They'll love it. They'll be all over it. Dwarves stand united. They've confederated with the Prospectors. You must be asking yourselves, but Gally, where are the Prospectors? Well, it's this little region down here that now belongs to Karazakarak. They got there before we could do anything. You guys ready? Oh, what's your replenishment? 2 turns. 3 turns. Why is that going to be such a massive... Oh, we didn't get attacked. Hold the phone, everyone. We didn't get attacked. Oh, and Sartosa can up. Great. I don't know. I just said, oh. We've been looking at it for about 30 seconds. Oh, yeah. Chuck in some orchards. Public order improvements. Probably upgrade the money or upgrade the port. Income 400, 200, and growth goes up. Bolster it. Upgrade the port. Nice. That was a good use of money. That'll give us even more money in the future. Oh, where did Ulberic go?
By my hammer it will be done.
He didn't feel up to the challenge, did he?
Vengeance.
Oh, no, there he is. Your army spotted an enemy force waiting to ambush. Undeterred by their discovery, the enemy is moving to intercept. Ulberic. Oh, dear Ulberic. What have you brought? How many men-at-arms does it take to defeat a dwarven army? I'll tell you. Never enough. We are going to smash Ulberic to Bordelot. He himself will be a bit of a pain because he's going to jimmy all over the battlefield on that griffin-like thing that he's on. Hippogriff. But otherwise, it's a terrible army. We can kill the Grail Reliquary with accurate siege volleys. We've just got to protect our siege from the cavalry because they have proven adept, these Bretonnians, at circling around our defensive lines and hitting our siege. And our siege is our lifeblood. Now, we've been ambushed by them, which means, as I understand it, we are now technically the defenders in today's engagement. We might as well just stand out here in the open, actually, might we? Oh, we want to give our siege the best possible opportunity to fire for as long as possible.
Organ gunner.
And we'll go with a nice little siege pattern like that. And then... Belegar Ironhammer. You're going to move forward. Right. Right. There they are. Should we have a look at them? These are some Regiment of Renowned Rangers. And they've got great weapons. They're just wearing blue and red. They're very colourful, actually, though. I'm just saying, there I am moaning. They're just wearing blue and red. But actually, compared to the rest of our roster, they are very colourful. Right. I want stonemasons to govern to protect our flank. We'll go with a bit more of a traditional line formation. And then we can have... One of you can come over there. One of you can go there. Put the Iron Drakes in the centre. Thunderers! I don't know what to do with the Thunderers, really. For now, just stand there. And... I don't think we will go with a line for them. We just know we're going to be flanked. The enemies just love a flank. Come and stand down here. Right, there they are, all out in front of us. Ah, there's their cavalry going around the right, and there's their cavalry going around the left. Other way round. Right, pause it. Let's actually have a think, Gally. We'll win this whatever happens. I could AFK and we'll win this, but I still don't want to get lose more than we really need to. Oh, and I put the Longbeards I put the Stonemasons in the wrong sort of order. And you're going to go there. And what I'm going to do, Belegar, you're going to march out a bit further forward, and they're going to come and stand with you. You're going to march out a bit further forward, and the Thunderers then can stand... If two of you go like that, And 2 of you. If you go there, you go there, and then 2 of you can come over here and help with those cavalry groups. Drama, I'll move to the front. There we are. Right, let's do it. There goes their cavalry trying to flank our siege as expected. Someone's casting spells on us. Tighten up those lines. They're having spells cast upon us. What is this? There's Ulbrick. Oh, Ulbrick is basically dead. Oh dear. Knights of the Realm getting massacred. Those ones gone up into the trees up there. They turn and face on them. And the cavalry has gone into the trees as expected.
Charge! Yes! Move now!
Ah, bugger. Just too slow.
Go!
Yes! Where's the other cavalry though? I don't get focused on one side only. There they go. I know you don't get... You'll get a defensive bonus if you stand and hit them, but... They're going to go for our siege. No, they're cutting in and they're curling in on the general. Oh, look at the massacre in the middle there. Ulbrick's about to die. Do not allow him to escape. I want Ulbrick taken out of action. That cavalry's out of the game. That cavalry stupidly charged the wrong thing. Yeah, this is a nicely done deal. Oh, except our regiment over there is getting massacred. Oh, and I've just definitely sealed their fate. Are there any actual threats left? No, it's over, isn't it? What a sad day, Ulbrick. We just about got our grumbling guard longbeards with great weapons out. Oh, that time we managed to counter their cavalry. We anticipated that they would flank with their cavalry, and we put the right units in the right places. And the only thing that really suffered, our 64 losses, almost all of them, were from that one Longbeard with great weapons. Which, to be honest, is a unit I would rather not just have. I'd just rather have 5 stonemasons. Our melee forces just need to be defensive. We do our killing at range and right up close and personal when the enemy charges into us. And having if you're going to have an aggressive two-handed unit like that, I feel like you might as well just get a Slayer. But I don't know. It just gives you an extra level of micromanagement that I'm not all that interested in having to worry about. One of the things I love about the Dwarfs is that there is no cavalry. We got Ulbrick's unique thing. And we can finish off his remaining forces. 6 dwarves, and we gained another 1,000 gold coins. That's fantastic.
Belegar Ironhammer.
Right, who's next? Bilbali, yes please. Or should we get Margarita? No, Bilbali's the one that's likely to be attacked. Margarita's quite far out. And Tabaro, definitely not. But we have only got the 2. No, we'll upgrade. No, because our army's in Bilbali. No, I'm going to go Margarita. This is the furthest one away. That's the most likely to be attacked by... Oh, and speak of the bloody devil. By them. So let's get that upgraded to deal with their coming. How long are you now? You're only 1 turn, aren't you? No, but I've only just moved you there, haven't I? That was this time.
My axe
Sartosa can build. I think Eco is probably best here. We don't really want this to be a military hub. What does the Smithy's Tavern give? Public order, hero recruit rank, garrison of thunderers, and income. Oh, that's nice. I do like a bit of income. You might as well build growth, actually. Same thing with Skavenblight, isn't it? Otherwise, there's no way you're going to get to your population surplus in time. Or in a timely manner, I should say. Alrighty, and then is the army ready to march?
Time for a reckoning.
Ulrich's army stands prepared.
My king commands.
We move in on Morkheim once again. And this time, we will take it. We will take it. How long do we think until we get reliability back up?
I will hear you beg now.
I'd like to offer you... Oh, I can't even afford a small gift. If there's a chance that we can actually get good relations with them, then I'll take it.
No.
But all the other trade agreements, we're going to make so much money when our reliability returns to being higher. People are going to love us. Absolutely love us. But anywho, I am going to end this episode there. I apologise, of course, to those of you that like Warhammer, that it is only once a week. I would love to do it more, but at the moment, the Battle of Middle-earth series, I'm keen to put my energies and effort into that. And in many ways, I should have stopped this, really, but I thought it was better to have it just going along in the background whilst we carry on with the others. I am still having a blast playing this game. I've thoroughly enjoyed today's episode, as I've enjoyed all the episodes. I'm so looking forward to number 3 coming out, and I'm also looking forward to the DLC that's coming out soon, because I'm not above playing as the Beastmen, to be honest, and hopefully they get a nice cool rework like the Wood Elves did, and makes them actually enjoyable to play. But anyway, once Battle of Middle-earth does conclude, I absolutely plan on doing 2 Warhammer episodes a week, if not more. I don't think I'd ever live stream it, because as the live streaming of DAC has proven, the live streaming of DAC pretty much pushes my computer to its limit, and I don't get the same quality that I get from these recordings. I have to actively lose quality, and I really dislike that. But I would hope to do Warhammer at least a couple of times a week moving forward, but only once Battle of Middle-earth concludes. So I do hope you've enjoyed spending this little bit of time with me, and I hope your weekly stint of Warhammer has been enjoyable. But until we speak again, dear friends, Navarne den Peremad Melonin, and farewell.